Yes. I think that, well, there is a Las Vegas Fashion Designers Association here in Vegas, which is spearheaded by the amazing David Tupas. And so proud of him. He's also Filipino, and he's made it big in Hollywood, amongst the Hollywood stars. And he shows in New York Fashion Week. I think that we need more people like him here in Las Vegas, who takes fashion really seriously, and not people who just, when you see their shows and everything, I mean, it just looks like a complete joke because it's not the legitimate thing that you and I are used to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And I know that you're very well versed in fashion.
Yes,
And
yes.
I'm very proud of you.
Oh,
because of that.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, fashion is. I always had a dream when I was young. I was either going to be a stylist or a designer. I would start designing when I was younger.
Yes.
But then obviously I wanted to be on camera too. So I'm like, how do
Yes.
we mold that? Maybe one day I can have my own collab
Yes,
with somebody.
but I can see your style. I can see it.
Oh, and I love showcasing it for you guys. But that is what we lack, and it's kind of good for independent people that really have their own fashion, because I feel like a lot of people come to Vegas with their own knowledge from wherever they're from. They bring it here and they just do their own thing, but there's no community where we can celebrate fashion, where we can showcase original designs, not repurchased and put together for the runway, but literal, drawn out, digitally drawn out,
Yes.
designed for particular models and something new and refreshing. Right, and I'm glad that that's kind of like your goal.
Yes.
And I know you've gone to Paris, and you're going to New York.
Yes.
To see a lot of designers, really
Yes.
showcase a lot of their work. So tell us about when you went to Paris. What really stood out for you? When you
Well, first of all, my main goal of flying at all the way to Paris is to see Thierry Mugler. It's funny that when I booked my ticket to the museum, Mugler was still alive back then, and then 2 months before I flew to Paris, unfortunately, he passed away through, some mysterious causes. And yeah, I really, really, really loved the Thierry Mugler exhibit, and so did my travel companion. She loved it so much, but that we stayed stuck in that museum for 3 hours. So
She didn't
that's
take
how
it
much
in.
she was not expecting to love
Yeah.
it that much. So she, we just took videos and pictures and all that. And then incidentally, since I'm going to New York the second week of May, it feels like the spirit of Mugler is following me, because my first day in New York is the last day of the Mugler exhibit, and it's going to be in the Brooklyn Museum this time. The same exhibit that was in the Louvre at the Mad Museum, and we all say Mad because the real name of the museum is Musée des Arts Décoratifs, but who could pronounce that, right?
Just you and the French.
So we say Mad Museum. So that very same retrospective will be shown in New York when I will be there. So I'm like, what are the odds? Like,
Yeah.
what is, the universe telling
Yeah.
me? What is God telling me?
To push your design.
Yes, to
Mugler
push-
has inspired you.
Yes.
Now that he's passed on, his legacy lives on. It's now your turn
Yes.
to rise up and
Oh my gosh.
one day end with your own exhibit
Yes, yes.
all around that
Mhm.
travel, so people can come see your designs. And what better way for it to start in Las Vegas and
Yes.
then have you take in, do you feel like you take in a lot by just watching, sitting back and watching, and then kind of using that to make your next moves in the fashion industry?
Yes, yes. And one last thing about my trip to New York. I will fly over there to see Karl Lagerfeld
Okay.
as well.
Yes. Amazing.
Chanel. The man who gave his cat $300 million as an inheritance.
Yeah.
Choupette.
Oh, we always want to be a cat. How can we be that cat,
I
right?
know.
Amazing.
Yes.
So a little bit in like the fashion industry itself. So you have your own likes, you have your own dislikes, but I know that there's a lot of stigmas to how fashion is showcased. Now, they all try to revolutionize different ways of doing a show, but we see a lot of lack when it comes to models, right? There's a stigma of you have to make your original design in a certain size, and that's why they have to choose models of a certain height and bust size, hips,
Right.
all of those
Yeah.
things. Do you believe in that? What would your vision be if you were to have an opportunity to showcase your line in Las Vegas? Would you follow that same pattern, or would you try to revolutionize, mold it a little bit?
I think for the line that's going to be sold ready to wear
Mm-hmm.
in the stores and the boutique, well, I definitely will cater to people with, you know, different sizes and not just the supermodel size, but for the runway, because I'm very old school. I'm stuck in the 80s and the 90s. So I still, and I know I might be crucified for saying this, but I still like to see the Jerry Hall type of a model. Jerry Hall, Iman, and Naomi Campbell, Linda, where there were like true glamazon goddesses on the catwalk, on the runway shows. I still would love to see that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's still very prevalent, apart
Yes.
from Rihanna.
Yes,
Savage
apart from
Frontier.
Rihanna, yeah.
And apart from plus size designs.
Yes.
But obviously, then I won't be doing your runway. I'll just be doing your print
Oh
campaigns.
no, oh honey, no.
I'll just be doing his print campaigns, but
Well, guess what? The print campaign will be blown up in a building somewhere in Times Square in New York.
Yeah,
And there she will be in the middle of Times Square.
Hey, goals.
Yeah.
Hashtag
Yeah.
dreams, hashtag goals.
Yeah,
That's
and of course,
absolutely
because
amazing.
you'll be there, you know, you'll be exposed in Times Square. You'll also be in my show. She'll be the bride.
Great. I can't wait. Now I'm
Yes.
going to hold you to it. I have your
Oh,
number,
yes,
and I'm going to
yes.
be like, so how's that line going? Because,
know.
but anyway, so let's move on a little bit. Now you have history with theater and acting, and now you have your own show on this network. So
Yes.
what is it like being a host for a show that critiques movies? Since you are an actor, you kind of see both sides. So tell us how you kind of formulated the beginnings of this TV show.
Spotlight. Just to let your viewers know, before this, two years ago, when I was, you know, I was still here in social media, I had another show called Fab Life. And so I did a lot of movie reviews as well, and fashion reviews, and all the big commercial box office hit movies. Now it's a little bit challenging because my task is to see, you know, watch independent movies and critique them. So it's a bit challenging for me since
Yeah.
I'm not really used to watching independent movies, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's really fascinating and very interesting.
Yeah,
Yes.
you learn a lot, especially being an actor. Now, do you
Yes.
feel like you're worried about telling your true feelings and your critiques on camera, or are you just no filter, you're going to say the truth to whoever's watching?
I feel like it's going to be half and half. I know, I'm giving myself away. And if I have a harsh critique, I'll try to, you know, filter it in a very polite way. Yes.
Well, that's good though, because I think we need more people to say what's real, and because these are independent films, and a lot of these films are being shot in Las Vegas,
Yes.
it helps people grow that way. Because a lot of people, I think, when they do a lot of, especially in Las Vegas, they do a lot of businesses or careers and things like that. A lot of ego can get in the way. It's a smaller city. Everyone's trying to hustle and chase the dream. So I think for you, the good thing is because you're not really scared of having that underlying truth, it might really make people grow
Yes.
and really pay attention to independent films, because they could be amazing too at the same time.
Yes.
And, you know, just promote them and
Yes.
do all those things. So if you guys have an independent film, you can submit them. You can sponsor us, and then JC can critique.
Yes, I can
your
critique,
amazing
or
movie.
I can also star in your independent
Oh, that
movies.
too. And then he can also just be as fabulous as he is, and then,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
then you know, showcase to you what fashion is.
Just put me in a fabulous costume and I'll be fine.
So I want to ask one last question before we head to break, and I always ask my guests one of these really hard questions. Is there a philosophy that you live by?
A philosophy that
that you
I
live
live
by.
by. Express yourself.
Oh, okay.
That's
I love
that's
that.
and I always express myself, whether people like me in person or in social media, whether they accept me or not. I just
Right.
express myself.
That's amazing.
Everybody loves JC.
Every
My gosh.
they do. Everyone loves JC.
Puresa, is that you?
The amazing thing is a lot of people fear expressing themselves in a
Yeah.
genuine and authentic way because I
Yes.
think a lot of people are trying so hard to create an image of themselves to be liked, right? And they're
Yes.
scared that if they're not what's popular,
Yes.
if their personality, their likes, dislikes are not trending, they feel that they won't be accepted. And I feel like this
Right.
is a time and a generation where that should be null. It should be what you just said, express
Yes.
yourself. And I love asking
Yes.
that question because every time I watch my guests think about the answer because they're unprepared
Yes.
and they say it, I think the answer sums up them totally.
Yes.
Like when one phrase, and it's amazing. I should make a compilation of this.
Yes.
Every person I ask that question to, it fits perfectly for them and kind of literally who you are as a person. You're express yourself 24/7 and it
Yes.
shows and I love it. Every time I see you, you're full of energy, full of life. He's got a lot to say, a lot to express, and he doesn't hide it. And these are the people we need, especially
Yes.
in fashion.
Yeah, especially in fashion.
Especially in fashion.
One last thing, the reason why Lady Gaga is my goddess.
Yes.
Because she is like, oh my gosh, I'm at a loss for words, but she really expressed herself fearlessly,
Unapologetic.
and
Yes.
unapologetically.
She was my
Yeah.
idol back when
Yes.
she still is because of how she just didn't care. She was ahead of her time. She would do
She's a-
things and she would create
Yes.
things that people now find legendary. And she has her own museum.
Yes.
The stuff that she would wear, especially Alexander McQueen.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
She
yeah, I
made me love
McQueen.
Alexander McQueen. The heels
Yes.
that were like the claw.
Yes.
That was the moment for me.
And
It still is.
incidentally, those lobster heels
Mhm.
were sold for $12,000, and after McQueen passed away, unfortunately, there was a lady that bought the shoes, and she had no intention of wearing it for
Yeah.
12 grand, $12,000.
You just place them there. They're a work of art
yeah,
itself.
yeah, in
just
the
like
middle of
Lady
her
Gaga.
dining room, and
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah,
as it should be.
yes,
It's a work of art, and that's
Mhm.
what fashion should be.
yes.
Amazing. So, JC, thank you so much for being on my show. You've been an amazing guest.
Thank
I
you for
love,
having
love,
me.
love that you are bringing fashion to Las Vegas, and I love that he's bringing fashion to you viewers. And normally it's just me, but now we have JC here that's also bringing fashion to you and bless your eyes with amazing rhinestones and patent leather and
Yes,
Matrix
patent leather,
and Carmen
yes.
Sandiego, like
Yes,
all of the
yes,
above, Lady
yes.
Gaga.
Yes,
So,
yes.
and Mugler. H&M's
Yes.
going to have a Mugler
I
collaboration.
know, I'm so excited.
So you better be first in line.
Yes. I
Get
will
your
be.
pieces now, honey.
You'll see me with a giant shoulder pad.
Oh yes, period. We can be shoulder pad
Yes, yes,
sisters. That'd be
absolutely.
amazing. I would love to have you back when this line comes out. I'm saying when because I'm going to manifest it for you. It's going to happen.
Oh yes.
When
yes,
it
will.
happens, we're going to showcase them here, and I
Yes.
would love to wear one while we interview you, and we can talk about your structure and everything. I love it.
Everything.
Love it. Love it. Love
yeah,
it.
from your luscious lips to God's ear.
But everyone,
Yes.
JC, please look him up. Keep in contact. He is on Instagram, right? And
Yes.
he is on Facebook. Tell them your handle really quick before we head to break.
Pardon me?
Your handle, your Instagram handle, where to find
My
you.
J. Crisologo.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So when we come back, we have an amazing athlete, actor, and someone full of charisma ready to take this seat and hopefully not actually die of fire because it is the hot seat. But anyway, JC, everyone, stay tuned for our next guest.
More.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause because we're always doing things for veterans. The GI connections, social media shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran.
Social Media Shows is a production company based here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We offer Social Media Shows is a production company based here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We offer these services. We've been streaming shows live in real time for over 4 years on major social media platforms and also on our website socialmediashows.com. And we are now on Roku TV. We welcome you to have your own show on our TV network. Call us 651-955-8743 or email us at admin@socialmediashows.com. Social Media Shows is a production company based here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We offer these services. We've been streaming shows live in real time for over 4 years on major social media platforms and also on.
Hi guys, and we are back on the hot seat with Priscilla. Wasn't JC amazing? I love, and I can talk about fashion all day. Our DMs literally are all about sending each other the latest designs of amazing designers that we know that are premiering in France, Milan, New York, LA, blah, blah, blah. So I can't wait till, I'm gonna hold them to it, to have that line and bring fashion to Las Vegas in a legitimate way, not a small way. But anyway, we're moving and shifting gears to this amazing guy. I know him by Boogie, but that we just had a conversation about. I didn't even know what his real name was. My bad. But he's a good friend of mine. I've met him on some sets of movies, so we've done some acting together. But he's also an athlete, and he's hilarious online. Like, he has a social media presence that will make you laugh 24/7 with the best memes, the best gifs, all the videos, all the things that are going live. So it's absolutely amazing. I can't wait to talk about it. And he's a sneakerhead. So fashion really is going to drag onto this guest right here. So everyone, please welcome Boogie, a.k.a. Daryll Evans. Hey,
how you doing?
The man, the myth, the legend.
How you doing?
Please take a seat. Those sneakers, though, let's show the audience. So you're a sneakerhead, and
Yeah.
he is literally all of
I had to
the
throw my yacht clubs on today,
Yeah.
super
we had
smooth,
to-
getting warm outside, man. Trying
Thank
to look
God.
nice,
You know, it's raining today. So
I know,
it's not really
huh?
that warm today. So there's a lot to unpack with you because
Yeah.
I realized when I asked you to be on the show, like, first of all, he's always supporting me. You're so positive. You're always in the DMs.
Yeah.
You're always doing the best you can to hype everybody else up. I love
Absolutely,
that.
absolutely.
But when I asked you to be on the show, I was like, you do so many different things. I don't even know what to say. Like, acting, TV,
Yeah,
social
yeah.
media, podcasts, sneakers,
Yeah.
memes, laughing all the
I
time.
try to stay active, man. I try to stay active.
Yeah.
Dibble dabble to a lot of things. I'm a happy person. I
Yeah.
love staying positive, hyping my friends up and whatnot. I like going out here and there. I'm getting a little older, so I be sleeping in the club at like 11, 11 p.m. But yeah, man, I love playing ball. Obviously, I like posting memes and everything. And acting is one of my true passions that I really want to get into. I learned a lot of that from you. Just seeing you online, and it gives me motivation to work harder. And coming from this surgery, it gave me like time to think about life and what I want to do, and start going after my passions.
Okay, let's unpack all of that information. Start with, so you have a history of being an athlete. You did
Absolutely.
athletes in high school. You did a lot of athletic sports in college in
Yeah,
Florida. You're
yeah.
from Indiana.
Yeah, Gary, Indiana.
Indiana, and then you went to Florida for college. You did some sports.
Yeah,
Baseball.
yeah,
Correct?
absolutely.
So what was that like for you, and how did it lead to the recovery process and surgery that
Okay,
you're going
so coming from Gary, Indiana, it's not the biggest city, but you know, it's known for basketball, you know, sports and everything. So coming since I was little, I've been playing ball since I was 4 years old. Been playing basketball since I was 7, and I've just been an athlete all my life. You know, it runs through my family. And going through high school, graduated, went to college, played 4 years of college baseball at Florida A&M. One of the best experiences of my life. After that, I played a little semi-pro ball with a team back in Gary, Indiana, the Gary Railcats, in summer league. And then after that, you know, I just started working, and I'm thinking like, man, I just, you know, I want to move away. Where should I go? My best friend Darius that I went to college with, he was a freshman when I was a senior. He's like, hey man, come to Vegas, blah blah. I'm like, all right, I'll think about it. That next month, I was gone.
Oh.
So I mean, I moved out here. I play a lot of basketball in adult leagues and everything, and I just been living life. I can't complain. I was playing in an adult league last September. And after the game, you know, I'm still trying to think I'm 18, 19, trying to get up. Man, I throw the ball up, catch a oop, and when I go down, my knees just snapped.
Oh, no.
And I'm just like, here I go again. I tore my Achilles, that'd be about 4 years ago. 4 years ago, and it was tough. I bounced back, you know, by the grace of God. And the same thing going with this, you know. I didn't think I was going to walk again. I didn't know what to expect. You know, I'm down with both knees, and it's very rare that it happens.
Yeah.
Very rare that it happens. So I've been praying, you know, I've been working hard. My physical therapist, you know, I got my mom in my corner, my friends, my family, everybody, you know, especially you. You've been supporting me, man, you know, give me the encouragement. And everybody has been backing me up. And it pushed me to go harder. Because a lot of people, it's hard to bounce back from this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not giving up. You know, I'm determined to be better than I was before. I'm back in the gym consistently. You know, I feel good. You know, I'm trying to look good.
Yeah, that's good.
And,
And you're
I
not
mean,
giving up physically, too. Because some people
at
are just
all.
like, oh, they make excuses to sit around, do something else, and then all the muscle mass just depletes, and they got to start over. When they finally can walk, they're back in the gym like, oh my God, I wish I had, you know,
I
my
got you.
like the lats and stuff like that.
No, I couldn't go out like that, man. I couldn't go out like that, so.
And that's good. I've seen a lot of your recovery videos that you posted while you're in physical therapy, and you're showcasing the process, and I think it's pretty inspiring for other people and other athletes that are still in their prime too, and they're really young, and they end up hurting themselves, and you know, they're in the big leagues, and they're like, oh my God, will my career come back? You know, so I think that's really good that you're doing that. Do you have hopes to get back into sports? Or
Absolutely,
take it a
absolutely.
little easy?
Man, I know a lot of people out there like, man, Bug, just give it up. Because, I mean, I am getting older, but I think it was more so that I wasn't taking care of my body like I was supposed to at this age.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't doing a lot of legs. I focused on a lot of upper body, and I just wasn't focused on the full body, you know, intensity of workouts. So now it's important for me to get my legs back stronger. Like the physical therapist said, it could have been my legs were strong, but my tendons were weak. So what do? You build your tendons back up. So now, since I know how to work out, I don't want to get hurt no more. I'm gonna just bounce back from this.
Yeah, that's amazing. But so this time has given you a lot to think about.
Yeah.
You know, like you're thinking about, okay, so what else am I passionate about? Like, let's reflect. You know, you are getting older, and you're like, well, what else should I do? So is this when you kind of really started thinking of acting as something serious?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, just being around sets. Like back home, I didn't even think about acting because it just, like being in Indiana, we don't really have a lot of that going on. But moving out here, I mean, you just see everybody passionate. You see like social media now, and you know, the big cities like LA and, you know, New York and stuff like that, they have it really going on. And out here, I didn't think it was that big until I started, you know, getting around, you know, people like you, and you guys take it serious. So I'm like, man, I want to take it serious too. I know I do a lot of self-doubting sometimes and thinking I'm not good enough, and I don't know why I do that because I'm so positive, you know.
Right.
But I mean, just like I was telling them out there, everybody's, you know, trajectory to your goals is different. Like, just because they've been doing it for a long time don't mean I can't hop in and get it going too. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just a lot of like hyping myself up, you know what I'm saying? Just reading, you know, studying, and just wanting to do it now. Like actually having the full passion to just go out of it. Why not?
What was the initial kind of spark in you that thought acting? Like, now I want to become an actor. Was it a movie? Was it
after we did Back on the Strip, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
After we did Back on the Strip.
Okay.
And just being around like the people I was watching, like growing up, like Faison Love, you know, Chris Spencer, Bill Bellamy. Like I grew up watching them. They're big, and especially in the African American community. That big. So it's like, man, I've been watching Bill Bellamy since How to Be a Player. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can be them. You know what I'm saying? I'm around them right now. Just the atmosphere was super dope. Everybody's happy.
That was fun.
Wasn't
it?
It
was like 2 years. People keep asking, when is that movie coming on? And I found out it's April 2023. Oh, yeah, of 2023. So I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So I was heavily featured on that one.
Absolutely.
I didn't know. Was that your first one? Is that where we met? I don't remember. That was so
It was either that. Did you do CSI?
I did. I hated that.
I think it was CSI.
Okay.
But no, but we really started talking on Back on the Strip. Back on the Strip.
Yeah,
man.
there was like
you had your little cool little dress on.
Yeah.
You were strutting yourself like, hey, y'all.
Yeah,
hey,
I knew. Listen,
Okay.
I had a featured role.
Absolutely.
I was there with what the heck? Why did I just blank on his name? Apart from Bill Bellamy and like JR.
JB Smooth.
No.
Was he?
No. The big. We need to cut this out, Maria. Like when you edit this, cut this part where we forget the freaking name.
Was he Snipes?
Yes.
Was he Snipes?
Oh my God! I literally fought his name because I literally had an amazing say Wesley Snipes. And how can I forget that? But anyway, we're gonna edit that. No. She's like, no, Wesley, don't come for me. But anyway, it was an amazing time. It was just over 2 years ago.
Man. Super.
COVID was just about, and it was a hot mess. But
Yeah,
that was
absolutely.
So that was.
I mean, that gave me that spark, man. Like, this is dope. This is dope. Just think about just doing that for the rest of your life, like something that you're good at. Like it's just in you.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to toot my horn, but like I have charisma, I have personality.
Yes.
You know, like I like having fun. Like I like hyping people up, being around people. Just it'd just be dope. I feel like that's my calling. Sports didn't work out, and I never like really got depressed about it. I mean, it is what it is. Everybody not gonna make it. So what do you do now? You find another passion, and then you go out of it.
You
don't
did
let this
make it
slip
though.
away.
You created your own legacy with sports,
Yeah,
and that's
true.
Was that something that you wanted to actually take all the way?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay, that
so
was your.
baseball was my thing, but as I was getting older, I just started getting hurt. Injuries started occurring, and it just sometimes God is just like, it is what it is.
The body you can't play with,
Never gave up. Moved out here, living life. I'm healthy. I'm blessed. I got a beautiful family, beautiful friends. My mom is amazing. So I mean, what more could I ask for, man? What more can I ask for?
So social media is a big thing for you.
Yes.
You have multiple pages, but the biggest one, Fresh Kicks. This one has got all these memes, and now whenever I see a meme, I send it to him because I think it's hilarious. But when did you start sharing that with the world?
So I've always been in social media. I've always been into sharing memes, but like when I like I don't know, I just started getting time to post. When I started posting simultaneously, and then I started doing it consistently, that's when I feel like the people started coming, because on social media, like I have a lot of friends I've never even met in person, but it's like we are all one big family. Especially Skinny Dude No Tats and One Pink Rose. Those are like my favorite people in the world. It's like they're a married couple, but at the end of the day, like I've been knowing them since 2013 or 14 when I moved out here. So I'm like, man, I just started watching them, learning from them, and I mean, it happened, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's good because that's where I really started to connect with you on social media.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you can't really rely on a lot of sets and stuff like that, and everyone's doing their own thing, and there's people everywhere, and they're no talking, and then everyone's got their group on the set they're talking to.
No, I got you.
So social media came, and I have that opportunity to connect with you. That's when we just started BSing. And it was amazing, and I love your energy, and you're always like, yo, I see you, and I'm like, I see you. What do you mean?
Yeah, when I seen you on that one commercial with the the drinking commercial, I was like, she's so cool. Oh. I'm like, look at her.
That's really not.
I was so proud of you, man. You got me over there repeating the commercial, man. Yes, I had to hype you up, man. That's super dope. Yeah. Like, you're doing big things out here, man, and you have a lot of haters out here, and we always talk about this, man. But at the end of the day, you don't let it get to you. What do? You keep doing your thing. You hosting your show, man. Like, it's just life is good. God is blessing you. So just keep it going,
I
man.
need him
keep
in my
going,
pocket
man.
Everywhere I go.
I
just
appreciate
have him
that.
in his pocket so he can just be on here, both sides, like the little.
Hey, I got you, man. I got you, man.
Well, amazing. So you have your own podcast or something?
So yeah, me and my bros, we got our podcast called the Run Your Mouth Podcast on West Coast. And we've been doing it for about a year now, year and some change. And it's going pretty good. We on all platforms, listening and everything. And it's just super dope. Like, we actually talked about it for a long time. We was out at Gold Spike one night, and we were just BS talking. Like, yeah, man, we should do this, we should do that. Next month, we was on it. We was on it. So it's pretty dope, pretty cool. We talk about sports, nightlife, just pop music, pop culture, everything, and I think people will really enjoy it.
Yeah, that's different. I mean, the first step is always just to do it.
Absolutely.
Get started. That's the
Absolutely.
hardest step, and then once it's going, you just kind of figure it out.
Oh, for
and
sure,
it
for sure.
works out. As long
For
as you're
sure.
passionate about what you're talking about, right? Like everyone is that are doing podcasts or doing talk shows, all those things. Like it just.
You got to start. I feel like nowadays is a lot of people have a lot of self-doubt. You know, they self-sabotage themselves. Okay, I don't want to start it because what if it's not as good? How do you know?
Yeah.
How do you just do it?
Exactly.
If it don't work, it don't work out. You got to figure it out. You got to tweak it and then make it work. Everybody doesn't, become successful at the same time. It's gonna take time. Nothing happens overnight. It could, but at the end of the day, like you have to work at what you want. And I feel like that's what I learned, like along the line. Like my mom spoiled me and babied me when I grew up. So when I became an adult, it's like I'm expecting everything. That's not how life works.
Yeah.
You got to work at what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking, like acting and everything. Okay, I'm gonna get roles, blah blah. No, you got to go after it. And then once you get into it, then it'll start coming. So I just tell people like whatever goals and dreams you have, pray and go after it. If it works out, it works out. If it don't, it don't. Don't give up.
Yeah.
A lot of people give up nowadays. That's why you see a lot of depression. I don't like talking about a lot of suicides and everything because people they think it's the end and it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Life is good. Life will be good, but you got to keep working at it into order to continuously
And
be good.
believe that it'll be
Absolutely, you got to believe,
that's,
man. Believe.
That's the point. Even
Absolutely.
at the darkest moments, just know that that's just in that moment.
Absolutely.
5 minutes later, it could.
I
Everything
swear,
could
man, I'm
change.
telling you.
Yeah.
People just got to believe, man. Don't give
Yeah.
up.
So you're big. Also, another thing I want to talk about is we haven't had to talk about this at all.
Yeah.
On anyone talking about nightlife and going out. We talk a lot about performing here and things you can go see and things like that, but. You love that. Like, talk about some places in Vegas that we can showcase the audience. Like, your favorite places to go, what you like to do. We got a lot.
So my favorite place to go is probably Dre's After Hours, and that's just because I'm a night owl. I like staying out late. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, not no more, but I used to like staying out late. I like Jewel nightclub. I like all the nightclubs, man,
Yeah,
because
so you're
they're all
a
super
nightclub
dope.
person.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not an EDM person. Though.
Okay.
I
That's
do
why
not
you
go
like
to the
Dre's.
ones. I don't want to do. I don't want to hit it all day. I do not want to hit it all day. When I first moved out here, we went to was it either Surrender or Excess? I forgot. And I'm like, man, this is nice. And then they started playing a rap song, and I'm like, cool. And then do 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 do. I walked out. I'm good. I am straight, bro. I don't want to hear that all day. But I mean, I'm not knocking it. Whoever likes it, go have fun. But at the end of the day, man, nah, that's not for me. But I do like going out. Not as much as I used to because now, you working full time, you get tired, you get older, and it's just the same music, and sometimes you gotta take a break from it. But I love the nightlife. I like having fun. I like going out. I don't like sitting at home all day long.
Yeah.
I like I
meet
go.
people,
Yeah.
create experiences.
I think I want to do more so the day clubs.
Okay.
This year.
That would be your scene.
Go out to day clubs
That
a
would
little
definitely
bit.
be your scene,
Yep.
but that's
Yep.
amazing. Are there any
Absolutely.
local? Okay, so there are a lot on the Strip. There's a lot of touristy areas. Is there any local places that you frequent, like downtown, or maybe places that are
yes.
hidden that no one knows about that we can shout out?
I like Commonwealth.
Okay.
I like Commonwealth.
That's popular.
I used to go to Ghost Spike a lot.
That's
It's cool.
not popular.
I like Parkway Tavern.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Everyone loves a little
Oh,
Parkway at every corner.
Bourbon Street. Bourbon
Oh,
Street, like
really?
that's my spot, man. That is my spot. 24 hours happy hour.
Really?
Cheap drinks. Absolutely, man. You can
Why
get
haven't
toe
you
up.
called
$19, man. 4 drinks for $19. Yeah, I get my whiskey and soda water because I gotta watch my figure, watch my calories. So. Yeah, man, I'm telling you,
he's funny.
y'all sleep, man. Y'all are
That's
sleep on Bourbon
apparently,
Street.
like,
Y'all
you
are
always
sleep.
pass the Bourbon Street. You pass the Joes. You pass the
Well, that's on
Dolly,
you. She's
whatever.
passing up on good stuff, so that's on her. Yeah. So now you know.
Oh,
Now
well,
you
dang.
know.
Okay, excuse the heck out of me. But you should come to Oddfellows with me. I don't know why.
I love Oddfellows.
Now we're vibing. We've solidified this relationship. K-pop night is next week at Oddfellows.
Okay.
Now we're talking about nightlife. We're going to give a shout out. Oddfellows is a great place. It's
Oh,
a great
yeah,
place
absolutely.
that has every night it's a different theme. They cater to locals. They cater to people who have specific tastes in
Yeah.
music and whatever it is that they like that they may not find. It's not mainstream.
Yeah.
They got Latin night, they got 80s, they got emo, they got K-pop, and if you don't see that, if you go to Dre's.
Oh,
if
for
you
sure,
go
for
to
sure.
Omnia or Hakkasan.
I've done karaoke there before.
Right. So you're gonna come.
Okay, I'll be down,
It's a
I would be
night
down,
out,
I would be
and then
down.
we'll come back. You should have your own show talking about nightlife in
That'd be
Vegas.
cool.
Things to do, things to not do.
Okay, I'm down for that. I'm down for that, man. I got got you.
Amazing. So I want to ask you the final question. So is there a philosophy you live by?
Honestly, let go, let God, and you can't fight, chase, stress, or worry about anything that you can't control. And that's just how I live
Period.
life. That's how I live life, man.
Period.
My mom taught me that.
But before we go, Boogie, where did this nickname come
So
from?
when I was a baby, I used to dance a lot in my stroller, bouncing up and down when I hear music. And my mom named me, she's like, that's Boogie. So it's pronounced Boogie. But a lot of people not going to say Boogie. They going to say Boogie.
Yeah.
Boogie mean dancing.
Yeah.
So she named me Boogie, and that's why I got it.
If I call you
Right
Boogie,
here.
I would think you have a boogie.
Oh, nah. I had a lot of mocos too, but mostly dancing.
Yeah, and his little sneakers and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm going to still call you Boogie.
Okay.
Boogies, boogers, and things
I'm down with that, man.
I'm just
Our friendship's
kidding.
solidified. We good. You can call me whatever you want to, man.
The relationship is solidified. Well, anyway, amazing. Daryll Evans, #Boogie, everyone. Tell them your handle so that they can find you.
So my Instagram is FreshKicks22. Facebook, Daryll Boogie Evans. And my TikTok is just Boog? Just Boog or just Daryll. One or two. I really don't be on there like that, but if you want to, go check it out. Yeah, but I'm an Instagrammer. So,
Instagram, no, he be on there.
Oh, I be on there.
If you want to laugh, he be on there.
If you want to laugh, go check it out. Okay? Adios. Yeah.
All right, and then just like that, we're cutting the break for our last guest. Everyone, Boogie, just stay tuned after.
Thanks for having me,
meet our final guest of the show. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to Social Media Shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across social media platforms. We produce over 70 shows with over 1,000 episodes. In the process, we've helped over 100 creators realize their dreams and start their own show. We give platforms to promote your business. If you are an artist, if you have an event, if you are entrepreneurs, or if you have a story. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and subscribe and follow us on major social media platforms. And if you have a great idea of a show, join us. Social media shows can help you produce and live stream your own show. Let us help you make your dream become a reality.
I can already feel you judging me, and not for what I've done in the past, but for what I'm about to do. I had what mattered, and I got careless. Like, I don't deserve more. I don't deserve sympathy. I don't deserve to be here.
Where the hell are you? Why aren't you answering your phone?
Jenna! What is the matter with you?
Someone once told me, you may not be everybody's cup of tea, but you're somebody's shot of whiskey.
Excuse me, ma'am. My car ran out of gas and I left my wallet at home. Could you please spare a couple dollars so I can refuel my vehicle?
I literally have nothing.
What's it gonna take to get you to join a program?
Get about the dog! If Jesus wanted you to have a dog, he would have blessed you with a bowl and a leash now, wouldn't he?
I can already feel you judging me, and not for what I've done in the past,
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, Social Media Shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the Hot Seat with Priscilla. I am your host, Priscilla Moy, and we've had two amazing guests so far. I think fashion is going to be the overlying theme of today's episode because our next guest, he is the owner of a local brand called Keep It Universal, and he is here to tell us the whole story behind it and what really drives him to push this brand. And he always showcases it probably at First Fridays. We're going to talk about that and where you can buy it and all these things. So everyone, please meet Manuel Ayala. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Can I just put this down here?
All right.
All right. What's happening?
Welcome to the show. This is our first time meeting. It's
Yes,
the first time,
it's my first time doing this type
This
of
is
thing,
absolutely
too.
amazing. So your first interview ever
Yeah, for this type of thing.
for this
yeah.
type of thing. So welcome. I
Yeah,
hope it's
thank
going to be a successful thing for you. Like I want to make it as amazing as possible.
Okay.
We want to showcase this brand.
Cool.
Did a little research on you prior. So
Okay.
you're a realtor, but you also have this brand called
Yes.
Keep It Universal.
That's correct.
Right, and you guys have tees, you have hoodies, you have hats, all of those things.
Yep.
And it started kind of around the pandemic time that kind of
Yes.
sparked this inspiration, right?
Mhm.
So tell us about what is Keep It Universal? What's the vibe?
Keep It Universal. It's about bridging cultures and embracing diversity. It's about celebrating differences. Like during the pandemic, I noticed there was a social disconnect. The social media got loud. People, defriended people or whatever. And I'm like, there's got to be a way to bring it back together. And it wasn't something that I've been thinking about. So I put a Facebook post in and I said, everybody send their favorite song. And I had like 63 songs and I got all those songs and I made a whole playlist out of them. It took me about a week to get through. And I noticed during that journey, it was like my musical journey with all these different people. And I was like, after the experience, I came back in and I noticed, I was able to connect with so and 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 so, which is really cool. They don't know it, through a song. And I know there's probably some differences that we have. I know we probably don't have the same favorite color, the same lucky number, whatever, but we connected, through this musical kind of journey. So I reached out and I went back to that post and I hashtagged it Keep It Universal. And I didn't think nothing of it. I just thought of it as like, hey, keep it cool. Hey, we're one. It's a unity thing.
Yeah.
So and it kind of stuck with me and it just took off from there.
That's amazing. I mean, that's a great way. I think music connects people, no matter what your type of music is or what you generally would like listening to. Maybe it's something you don't know of, and then you hear, and then now you have something to connect you with people. I think everyone loves music in some way or the other, so that's a great way to kind of just keep it engaged, because everyone's sitting at home anyway, right? And so your designs, now what's your inspo like when it comes to the certain types of clothes you sell and the designs, the prints and stuff?
We're trying to grasp that concept a little bit more. We do want to push the, empowering diversity. That we are one, that we do come from the same ground. We do come from the same thing, and I think people disconnect and we forget about that. We're raised a certain way. We're conditioned with this cultural kind of mindset. And we reflect on that from the past and the present, and it kind of distorts the future. So I think, okay, let's bring it back home. We're in the present right now. We are here as a reminder, as hey, we come from the same piece of cloth. We cut from the same cloth. So that's what we're trying to push, and with our designs, we're just kind of just starting out, so we're starting to feel out how to project that even more at this point.
Yeah, because they seem pretty cool. Like when I was looking through your Instagram, you guys have, you know, a lot of different colors, you know, the fonts, the way that you're printing them on the hoodies and things like that. So it can kind of reach a vast amount of styles, right? So I guess in the keep it universal thing, but it goes under the arts as well. So do you have history with an art background, anything like that?
I played music. I was in a band.
Okay.
Yeah. My family, or my grandpa was an artist. My dad was a musician all his life. So I played in the band. I still play guitar to this day. And, you know, we are artsy family. And, you know, I mean, universal expressions in general, you know, art, dance, you know, acting, you know, food even, you know, I think it's just all there, you know, and you know, if you go to a concert, you know, you kind of live in the present. You forget about anything else. You're in the present. You're enjoying the moment. You're dancing with, you know, who knows who, and you're just having a good time. You know, can we approach life that way continuously and pretend we're at this one concert with no music, but understand that, hey, you know, this is who we are, and this is, you know, this is a way to connect.
Yeah, and I love that your passions kind of came together. You started with music. You used music to connect with people, and then inspired something.
Yeah,
a whole brand.
it's a, you know, we're figuring it out as we go. You know, it's not an easy task to tackle, right? You know, especially coming from, you know, I do real estate. I was a bartender for 20-something years, and on the Strip, and you know, I've been sober for 5 years.
Congratulations.
You know, so when you jump in from a business mindset as far as a realtor, and then you jump into this creative mind, it's day and night. You know, it is day and night. So it is a tough thing to tackle, but we're starting to understand it. You know, we're getting some feedback. You know, we do the first Fridays, we do the Market in the Alleys, which I wanted to quickly mention. You know, Market in the Alleys every first and third Sunday. So you just look up Market in the Alley if you haven't heard of it on the Instagram, and of course First Friday. And we're getting a lot of the feedback from the people that come in, and you know, some of them, you know, what is Keep It Universal? You know, so it starts a conversation, and some people just get it instantly. They just walk in and say, I understand, I get it, so this is cool, boom, and they walk out with something, you know, which is really cool. And I want to thank the local, you know, community for supporting us in that way. You know, it's important to support the local small businesses, right? That way, and I want to thank them all for coming by our booth.
Yeah,
you know, it's cool.
That's something I definitely wanted to mention too. Is the first Friday I did see that you post about when you're going to be, where you're going to be. They can come meet you guys. They can look at what you got going on for sale, hear the story, and the story is always very important when it comes to local businesses, small businesses, restaurants, hotels, whatever it may be. There's always a story behind it. And when there's passion and confidence in it, that's when it really thrives. I feel so. I love that, and I love that you're showcasing it. You're really pushing it. It's a different kind of hustle than it is when, you know, bartending and stuff like that.
It is completely different. It's a
all
whole
both
different
hustles, but different types.
I learn something every day. I plug into a YouTube, a video, or an audio, something to get those creative juices flowing in my brain, you know, and just to keep it rolling, because it is, like you said, my passionate side. You know, you got your, you know, people ask me in real estate, don't you want to be successful? Well, what's your idea of success? What is your idea of success?
Everyone's different.
Everybody's different. You know, mine is fulfillment. Mine is, you know, a good balanced family, you know, family versus work, you know, and, you know, so I think, okay, you got, you know, real estate to provide, and then you have your, whatever you need to do to fulfill that part, that side of you, you know, in your heart. So, you know, the brand is part of that fulfillment in my life. I can't go on my years thinking like, I should have just fulfilled that part, that piece, and put that piece together. You know, I can't think like that. I want to know that I did everything I can, you know, and to make it not a better day for me, but a better world for everybody.
Yeah, it's better to try than regret later on in life.
Yeah,
you know?
Seriously. Seriously. Have none. Have no regrets. Everything I've done up till now, I wouldn't change a thing.
That's great, and I love that speech, because a lot of people, the hardest thing, and we were just talking about this with our other guests, is making that first step, to just do it. Not think about like, okay, but what if it doesn't work out? What if like blah, 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 so just do it, because once you start, you're like, oh, okay, I can believe in myself a little bit. You're seeing that, wait a minute.
I say go for it. Like, and I like preach that to my friends, to family, You know, like if it's something that you've been thinking about, and you don't even know how to take that step or whatever it is, I tell them, reach out to me. Maybe I can guide you in a way. You know, but if I can't help you, like just do it. Like just take, you know, do it for yourself. Do it for that sense of fulfillment that you need. You know, because life is short. You know, life is just too dang short. So.
Yeah. You have also a standalone store, right? That people can
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just online right now.
Okay, just online right
Just
now.
online. So, and we hope to establish that.
Okay,
in
so
the next couple of years.
what is your goal for Keep It Universal? Do you want to make it a chain? Do you want to just keep it local in Vegas?
Worldwide,
Okay.
if possible. You know, I think when you approach these things, you think big. You
Yeah,
have to think
yeah.
big. You know, you reach for the stars, you land somewhere amongst the clouds, right? So just, you know, like if you come into something like this, like think big, and let that take you. Let those big thoughts, those big, you know, everything that drives you to that big moment, that big idea. Let it just take you for reals. And I encourage people day in and day out, man. Just make that one move. It's going to be a huge move. Just take it in small little increments, and you know, just small little tiny increments. You know, how do you chop down a sequoia tree with a toothpick? You know, you just kind of slowly but surely kind of nip at it, right? And eventually you'll get it down. But that's just kind of my thought process. You know, okay, you know, one little move at a time every single day. As long as the needle's moving in the right direction. Even if you fail, you got to take it 2 steps back, right? I mean, failure. People's like, I'm scared to fail. I'm like, it's all part of the process.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna fail.
That's how you
So
grow.
get used to it.
Yeah.
Get used to that whole failure thing. It's gonna happen. It's not a big deal. Just take it as a learning. You know, strengthen up a little bit and just keep on going. Right?
Yeah. And you're a big family man, right?
I am.
And
yes.
so is your family involved in this brand too? Is this a big family affair?
Well, I try to get them involved. You know, like they are. You know, they do come to First Friday. We did a show down in Los Angeles. We made it a family trip, all 6 of us, behind a 5x5 booth, which was kind of fun. And I think what's most important is that my kids, they see, you know, Dad just going for it.
Yeah.
You know, they see Dad, you know, how to start a business, how to keep a business going. So it's good for them at the same time,
Yeah.
you know, visually. But they are involved. You know, if you go on our website, that's my wife and that's my son and my daughter on there, the first page that you see. So, and, you know, they're involved.
Yeah, that's an amazing thing too, because I think a lot of people want to know that, you know, everyone supports Dad, and then it kind of inspires, you know, the kids too, that, okay, I can do, if I have a dream, I can go for it.
Right.
And like getting that support, I
Yeah.
think a lot of people lack,
Yep.
or they don't really have that foundation when they're young, so they figure out as time goes on, but to have that support. Like
It's a
that.
different world too, you know, it's a different world we live in. So it's, you know, I encourage them, you know, do what makes you happy, you know, find that sense of fulfillment and just go
Yeah.
full throttle on that. Like, I don't even care what it is. I don't care what it is. I really don't. I don't push them to do anything. You follow your heart, find that happiness. If you're happy, go for it. Take off.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. It kind of sums up,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of people that come out here to work, to start dreams. Are you from Vegas originally?
I've been here since '97.
Okay, and where are
Yeah.
you from originally?
Los Angeles.
Oh, okay, you're from LA.
Yeah.
So you're a West Coast guy.
Yeah.
You know,
I've
and
gone
you
to West
obviously love Vegas, and I think the good thing about Vegas is that it's very heavy on people coming here and making a community,
Yeah.
right? And I
Yes.
think you're adding to that. I'm sure you see a lot of entrepreneurs and designers on
Oh,
First
yeah.
Friday,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah, and we all support each other too, which is the great thing. That's the great thing about the arts district in general. You know, everybody's there to support, and I want to thank again the local people that know about it, that go out and they spend their money on the local, you know, businesses, and you know, I mean that's cool. It's
Yeah.
super cool.
Do you think
Yeah.
seeing all these local artists in town kind of inspire you to kind of keep it going and to grow in your company?
Oh yeah,
and-
oh yeah.
more.
Every day I see, you know, I always pat somebody on the back. You're doing a great job. Keep
Yeah.
it going. You know, just keep moving, keep doing it. You know, and they do the same with me. You know, right on, man. That's cool. So you know, it's important, and being a part of that community, that arts district, First Friday, Market in the Alley. It's wonderful. You know, all the local creatives come out and everybody supports each other. So it's cool.
Now, is this hat part of your
Yes.
line? Oh, it is.
Yes.
So, showcase to the audience. So, you see this hat and this logo. This is his. right? It's design, it's a lot of swag, but also very chic and cool and would fit everybody. We all like baseball caps.
She said it.
Yeah, like it fits
That's
all
good.
the things. And so, what is probably your top selling product? Is it the hoodies, the hats, the shirts?
You know what? It comes in waves. It's really
Okay.
strange. You know, like one night this particular shirt will just fly off the shelf, and then the next night this hoodie will fly off the shelf. I'm trying to understand that. You know, like this whole like apparel clothing line brand thing. It's really psychological. You know, with the people and how they're feeling that night, or I don't know. I'm still trying to understand it, but it is different. You know, like we burn through beanies, we burn through hoodies, we burn through tees. Yeah, so we're looking to get a new wave, a new line coming through here shortly, and we're just working on that right now as we speak. And it takes time. You know,
Yeah.
it takes time to really dial it in and say that's it, or you know, one little tweak. No, that's it. Oh, that dot shouldn't be there. Let's take that dot away. You know what I mean? And it's just so I don't try not to rush into it.
Yeah.
I've learned that the hard way. I've made every mistake approaching this. I think you know it's okay too. You know, so to the people that want to start something, you're gonna make all the mistakes, and if you do, let it be. Just keep on going, learn from them. You know, and I continue to make mistakes, and it's all right. So, but you know, we're trying to dial in some of the new graphics and trying to find what we really want and what message, and just try to get that message and to make it resonate even more to the people, and so they can really understand it. You know, so they don't have to come behind our booth and say, hey, you know, what's this all about? I want them to instantly be like, all right,
we know.
I
We
get
came
it,
before
man.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. A philosophy, you know, I don't really have a philosophy. You know, I just feel that, you know, moving forward, you know, we've been through the ringer these last couple of years. Everybody, we all felt it, and we all have aftershocks from it. You know, it's kind of made our personalities a little different, the way we think, the way we move forward. You know, and I think I just want people just to stop for a second, right, and just be in that present moment, and just remember, and just, you know, compassion and love mainly. You know, like we have to resurface that somehow, some way. I don't know how, and that's what we're kind of working on. So if we can kind of just send the message of love, and hey, you know, there are things that we can connect with, you know, with each other. Doesn't have to be music, doesn't have to be art, but I know there's something, you know, out there that we can connect with. We don't, then let's just try to remember that. So we serve as a reminder to people. Hey, keep it universal.
Keep it universal. Sums the whole thing up. I love it. So before we go, please tell everyone where they can find you, your shop, where they can meet you, kind of learn a little bit more about it in person.
Okay, we're going to be at First Friday, the first Friday of April, and we're going to be at Market in the Alley, which is, I forget, they have two locations, one at the Uncommons and one in the Arts District. So if you find Market in the Alley on IG, you'll find the location. Our handle is Keep It Universal Official, and there's a link there that has all our social medias on there, so you can find us there.
And you can also order from the website.
And you can order from the website, and you can find us at First Friday. And I'd love to meet you. Come by the booth, and if you're watching this, I'll give you, let's see, 20% off.
Oh, look at that!
You come to visit me,
Incentive.
and you say I was watching the social media. You come and say, and I'll give you the 20% off. So
That's amazing.
Cool.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for being here. Keep it universal, guys. Manny Ayala, thank you so much. You're a great guest, very positive, great energy, charisma, great personality, great story, and we love to see that here on the hot seat.
Cool.
So thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Don't go anywhere yet so we can say our goodbyes.
Social Media Shows is a production company based here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We offer these services. We've been streaming shows live in real time for over 4 years on major social media platforms and also on our website socialmediashows.com. And we are now on Roku TV. we welcome you to have your own show on our TV network. Call us 651-955-8743 or email us at admin@socialmediashows.com.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the Hot Seat. I am your host, Priscilla Moy, and wow, that was an amazing episode. All three of our guests showed up to share their stories, their passions with you viewers at home that love watching the Hot Seat, because it is the best show every Wednesday at 3 p.m. on Social Media Shows. So the best thing that I love about having people on here is not only does it work out in a way where we have like a common theme with all of our guests. Today obviously was positivity, passion, and fashion, of course. Like, no need to rhyme, but it rhymes because it's meant to be. But everyone has their own thing, their own style, their own charisma. And what I love is when you're passionate about something and you have the confidence to push forward, positive and great things will happen to you. And it's all about just picking yourself up, continue to do it, and maintain your goal in life. And I think all three people here just started something. They had a love for it, they looked into it, they just figured out a way to just start. And that's what we all promote here at Social Media Shows, especially me, because that's basically my whole life. Like, I want to do something, I just do it, no excuses. And here we are in this amazing studio speaking to people and sharing these amazing stories. So as always, we are open for more applicants to come onto the Hot Seat, or if you want to be in a different show, you can always apply that way. So please email admin@socialmediashows.com to submit yourself if you'd like to be a guest on any of the shows that Social Media Shows has. Now, we love when you comment, you support, you share your interviews or just the show in general to your page, just because social media is just an amazing marketing tool that we all have at our fingertips. So please continue to do that. We love seeing your feedback. We love seeing your support, getting to know these amazing people. If you ever want to connect with them, they do tell you their handles, how to reach them, how to connect with them, what they do. And if you ever want to just talk to them about inspiration or have them kind of push you and be like, oh my God, yeah, you can do it. Obviously, these three people that sat here today would be the people to do it, especially Boogie Booger, or whatever we want to call him. He's amazing. He is going to be on your side 24/7, but he's real at the same time, and that's what we need here in the entertainment industry, is people who are genuine, passionate, and also authentic, and don't play around. So as always, I am your host, Priscilla Moy, and you are watching The Hot Seat here on Social Media Shows. By the way, we're also looking for sponsors as well. You can also use that email address if you like to sponsor or donate or do any of those things, because support us, support local. Anyway, I will see you next Wednesday here on The Hot Seat.
Yeah.